Welcome to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. Join us in our campaign and shenanigans as we explore the subterranean labyrinths, plunder hordes of treasure, battle legendary monsters. This podcast will be following our gaming group and the adventures of these characters, as well as a few guests from time to time. Join us as we start a new campaign and our journey to experience the best, and maybe the worst, in the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, assigned to Ragnarok's story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and rpgpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Welcome back to Goblins of Conquest.
So last we left off, you were in the room with the sarcophagus. Uh-oh, you just rolled the last high roll on that dice. Trying to get you to burn those 20s before it really
I
makes
didn't
that.
even do a 20.
So you guys were checking out the pillars and the sarcophagus and the majesty of this room, that you're realizing that this is history for your, short-lived species culture.
Short-lived, huh?
Yeah. 80s like an ancient amongst your people. I'm just waiting for this guy to figure out the clone spells for cloning himself. For every generation, there must
I
be.
wouldn't announce that. Someone might steal my research.
So what are you guys doing while the bugbear was like poking around these pillars and doing some kind of hocusy-pocusy stuff?
I can't remember.
Some of the pillars were
what I was
glowing
doing
and opened up for him. Others just like shut down and said, nope.
I think you were trying to pry gems out.
Probably.
Yeah.
Are there any shiny things?
The sarcophagus is covered with them.
Oh, Lordy. My
I'm
internal
gonna go.
person says, no, don't touch it.
Bugbear doesn't even turn around. No, don't touch that!
Bugbear just says that out of reflex. You know she's touching something. Wherever she is in here, I can't see her, but she's touching something.
She's either in a tree or stealing stuff. Because you're too often.
She's
Yes,
stealing
if there's
the fork.
something valuable
She's
in the
touching
tree, that's a safe bet. I want to investigate the sarcophagus.
Okay, like
for
check
traps.
traps type of thing?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand or thieves tools. Which one are you doing?
I'm doing.
You didn't have to grab the dice. I'll just go with wherever it landed.
I think it was going to roll off anyways.
Okay.
It's fine. I'm doing sleight of hand.
Okay.
12.
So you're like fondling the sarcophagus and checking for traps, and
I am.
and
a
literally your
fondler.
fingers are rubbing over some of the recessed jewels that are on the sarcophagus, and you're just like, oh yeah, I should so just pop that out like Robin Hood, the Fox cartoon version.
The best version.
So you believe there are no traps on the sarcophagus?
Oh, good. Hey guys, this thing doesn't have any traps. We should see if there's anything valuable inside.
When he
I need
was
someone strong.
not it,
Yo, you definitely believe it'll take somebody strong to lift the lid on this.
when he's looking
At those pillars.
right, we happen to notice the ones that don't glow for him.
You guys pretty easily notice that he does a thing and traces some lines. He did his Arcana thing, and one of them, the brick, just like evaporated away. He reached and pulled out some sheafs of vellum.
Well, my thought is maybe some of these are not. Maybe they're more religious than.
So you can go snoop and see what he's grabbing?
Yeah, and then I'm going to go over to another one of the pillars that didn't open for him.
Okay, so you go up to one of the pillars that you saw distinctly he was doing something, and it just went and faded out all of this energy. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're checking it out, and it doesn't seem to have any religious significance.
Fudge nuggets.
At least it's not a 1.
That's true. It's a 5.
Okay, so you're like you're tracing what he was doing, and it's some kind of fancy algebra magic-y stuff that you have no clue what it's about.
Okay.
You definitely get the idea this is distinctly not a religious thing. It's a Arcana thing,
Okay.
Yeah.
especially with your bad roll.
Go sit down, freak.
Stick to the worship that you know. Okay, so what's our ranger doing?
To lay out your prayer book.
Yeah, I mean, like, there isn't really much. The ranger is like, I mean, he's curious, but definitely not much in his area of expertise, I guess, in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're like sarcophagus. I don't want nothing to do with this.
Yeah, I know. It's like I can poke and prod. That's about. Yeah, nice. It's like I can relatively aimlessly poke and prod. Do I want to poke and prod?
It's fine. There are no traps.
Yeah, there are no traps.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You gonna go to the sarcophagus and start futzing with it?
Yeah, I'm gonna start poking and prod.
Okay, we're talking like perception, you poke and prod.
I'm gonna perception poke and prod.
Okay.
I don't think it's any sort of nature.
No. Perception's good.
Yeah. 17.
Ooh. So you come up there as your giggle snorts, checking away the sarcophagus, and you start going along and checking too. And there's this weird goblin moment happening here as you're both checking out the sarcophagus. As you find in one of the little mosaics what you think is a button to open the sarcophagus.
Push. I said poke and prod, so there's the poke.
You brought a nice Pokemon.
Okay, so pretty much everyone in the room. So what are you doing?
Type. Oh shit.
Troublemaker.
I'm just gonna do it next.
Yeah.
Only
Honestly,
after I found out there was a button.
I found a button. It wasn't me.
This
It was
button's being pushed.
If it wasn't me, it was going to be.
Right.
One of the goblins would have played with it.
Unless you didn't say there was a button, and then
Oh,
they
no,
would have just
no.
tried to open the sarcophagus.
Either I was going to push the button, or I was going to say, "Here's a button." Actually, if anything, I found a button.
Button.
I was just
What does
sitting
this button do?
with the sarcophagus.
So you're at the sarcophagus watching what the goblins are doing. So go ahead and put yourself on the map of where you are. There might be something happening now that the sarcophagus is opening up.
Might.
Might.
Up on the map.
And I'm like, is along the side of the sarcophagus?
Because you two are fondling away.
Well, as opposed to the head or tail. I guess. Along the
I'll just do
wide.
that. Put that in the middle of the sarcophagus, laying down.
We don't see it though, because it's invisible.
That's why it's see-through. It's invisible.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Okay, so literally all at once, everyone kind of looks at the sarcophagus because you guys are hearing this grinding stone on stone as the sarcophagus lid is rotating on the feet.
What did you do?
So on the feet of the sarcophagus is the axis that is slowly turning like this. So it's going to basically reveal almost all of the sarcophagus when it stops turning.
So is it turning like?
Here's the head, here's the feet. It's turning like this.
Oh, okay. Which side is head and which side is feet?
The head is that way, the roundish one.
Oh, I
So it's opening towards this. It's sliding across this.
Okay, so I'm gonna be under the
If
top
you,
of the
if you choose to be.
Yeah, I think.
So everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, does initiative change with your?
With your dex,
With your dex modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever your dex model is.
We don't have to be
Yeah.
more, so we don't get that.
11?
Well, 15. I know 16.
14.
consistent here.
20.
21.
8.
8. Okay, so, as the lid continues grinding and moving, it seems almost like plastic being wrinkled. Hey, we use the free sound effects we can when we get them. As all of a sudden you all kind of look, and you guys are just relying on your dark vision right now, right? No torches or anything? Right. As you look into the sarcophagus as it opens, you see an immaculate, you can't tell exactly what metal it's made out of with dark vision, but you're thinking it's probably gold. Beautiful crowned headdress that covers the complete face except for the mouth. And from what you're seeing like wrappings, so it almost looks like it's a mummified corpse, and it's got jewelry like jade bracelets. You see like hanging outside the necklace are 2 like jade gauges on the ears.
You're seeing clown headdress.
I didn't say clown headdress. I said sun headdress. Okay. It's like a big sun shape to it, and it's shiny gold.
I mean, I do like gold, but I'm also under the door. Under the lid.
Did you see stone?
Yep. I'm also protected.
I'm like, how my kidney toes.
I like how she calls that protected. Sure, that's protected. So,
if you were in that situation, you would think you were protected too.
So, what's our bugbear wizard gonna do? As you realize, you still have the magic sense magic eyes, right?
Mm-hmm. Detect magic.
Mm-hmm. So how specific is your spell? See how I throw it out there and make them look it up?
Yeah, detect magic. For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn of its school, if any. It can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 foot of wood or dirt.
So it's gamma ray magic.
So who's
see
got magic?
Are you going to spend your action to see it?
To see the...
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I'm going to say, now you're a priest.
So you're seeing, a faint sense of magic around the corpse in general. But more importantly, you're picking up that the bracer that she's wearing, and you can see the corpse is definitely in shape, as well as 2 of the rings.
That I had missed. My bad.
Oh, no worries.
It was a
2 dead
Perfect.
cokes and that guy.
I'm gonna bring these right back.
Okay.
He doesn't need the trash.
Unless you really want them.
You're sensing 2 of the rings in the hand. It's got rings on every finger, but 2 of the rings, basically the ring fingers on both sides, are glowing with magic. Ooh. The bracer's glowing with magic.
Rings.
Yeah, rings.
Bracers.
Rings.
Anything in my hair is glowing.
Is anything in your hair glowing? Does anyone have to admit to anything?
I mean, I just take things. I don't know if they're magic or not.
What,
She's
can
honest.
I tell what school?
Looks like mostly transmutation. One of the rings is giving you a evocation-ish, sort of like it's the resistance kind of thing.
What was your name again?
Jim Springer.
Springer.
So it's probably under James Springer.
Same.
It's like, who doesn't know Jim?
The bracer, yeah, the bracer's got transmutation.
Is the body glowing?
The body has a faint necromantic aura that makes you feel concerned.
Oh, jeez.
It's alive! It's alive! Sorry.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a performance check or a persuasion.
It sounded about that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That would be performance.
Tide does not sing.
I had our I made our changeling do a performance persuasion check on me for how much of a bullshit he was trying to pull.
That's fitting.
I'm going to break if you don't do this bad.
Okay, so that's all you're gonna do is yell at them that it's alive.
Well, I used my action to do that. I spoke. Now we wait and see.
That's it?
Did I notice any name on the sarcophagus when I'm looking around?
You can't really make out the name, but you remember you definitely got the sense from the mosaics and all that it's someone of huge importance to the great hobgoblin warlord, like probably his mate.
Is there a reference to a title, like your grace, or might I know that?
You basically will pick out the hint of title, especially from the pillars that you do, that she was basically known as the High War Mage. Like as a war mage yourself, that's something that you'd be like, oh.
So I'm going to speak it then in Goblin. I'm going to say, awaken, High War Mage.
Okay.
Tiptoeing back.
Yeah, no, I know.
So-
I'm plotting out my turn.
So,
You two did this!
Ranger, what are you gonna do as he does that?
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
Good call.
So you're
good call.
nimbly pulling yourself away.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna hide behind the pillar. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm gonna use my action to try to stealth and hide.
Okay. Are you gonna hide over where Giggle Snort is, where the lid's blocking the way, or? Okay.
Well, yeah, there was a pillar.
Okay, so you're basically skedaddling it away.
Yeah, I'm a dirty 20s on my stealth.
You believe that you've
Yeah.
hidden quite well. Okay. So then it's Giggle Snort's turn.
I think I'm gonna use my bonus to disengage
Okay.
and hide.
As immediately the goblins are like slinking away.
I told you I would.
But notice I'm also I'm away from the two of the bigger.
Uh-huh.
We'll climb a pillar.
Alright, and my action to hide.
Okay.
Oh, you see, it's been on that 20.
Almost 20.
So what was it?
What's my
Sneak.
stealth? Jeez. Okay, so that's 15.
15? Okay, you think you're hiding pretty good. You're like,
Be very
Quiet.
then that brings us to the paladin.
Divine sense.
What does your divine sense let you
The
tell?
presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and the powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces until the end of your next turn. You know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. You know the type, celestial fiend or undead, of any being whose presence you sense, but not its identity. The vampire Constrad von Zarovich, for instance. Within the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the hollow spell.
So you sense that this place was definitely consecrated in your religion. Maybe considered unconsecrated in other religions. You were definitely picking up lawful evil from the hobgoblin mummified corpse before you. You were definitely picking up undead vibes. Probably what he was saying with the necromancy. So you are picking up, yes, undead and lawful evil. Oh man, that sucks.
Well, you know, it's perspective.
Yeah,
right?
laws.
You're lawful evil.
No. I could have used that and I already used it.
What is it?
My whistle.
Well, you wouldn't be able to raise this. This is already raised.
I know, but I would have thought about it.
It's not your turn yet.
I know. Yeah.
Kill it.
So, and is using your senses a bonus action? Or?
No, it is an action.
It is an action, so he stops saying,
I smell the dead.
I smell evil. And it
We're all like,
smells
no shit.
good.
That
more than usual.
was the mouse.
Lovely.
Anything with your movement or... Oh yeah, you know what's
No, you're not.
I'm not okay.
Huh?
We're gonna have to
Tell
come
me
in
the
here
turn.
and
Like,
see
you-
him.
Nope, just undead.
Oh.
It could be the best good guy undead ever.
Oh, full ton of demos, man. You guys got knocked out.
I
These
mean,
things are hilarious.
I have like 2 different types of games.
I will take the opportunity to point out. No, it's not alive. It's undead.
Okay.
To
So
counter
and
the.
you're good with where you're standing?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just like, it's undead. Okay. So that brings us to our cleric. As you're looking down in the sarcophagus and you see this beautiful hobgoblin, she had to have been a queen, just from what you're seeing from the rotted vestment she's wrapped in.
I bow my head in reverence and hide behind
Give me a stealth check.
Why are all these dinosaurs hiding?
Oh my god.
And +3, so
You are the knight.
thank you.
She whispers a quick prayer of concealment that you easily envelops her in the darkness.
Well, we were really making a great show. Coming back. Right? And vanish.
I mean, the goblins were doing goblin things, admittedly.
And
It's not
immediately,
Oh my God.
you hear this creak of dried skin and bone.
And that's why I hid.
As all of a sudden a bony hand grabs one side of the sarcophagus and a bony hand grabs the other side of the sarcophagus. And this mummified creature
And realizes
lifts
it's really
itself
awkward to lift yourself
up,
out of a place like that. Puts his hands back
and
down.
it sits up and it just looks right at you.
What's that?
Shall we dance?
He'll die.
No problem.
So it's looking right. Are you okay?
He'll die. Don't die.
Don't die.
I really do.
She kicked up some dust in the back
I mean,
of
you
the
should.
crypt.
Everyone should have a light.
Right.
It's all-
Yeah, so much for
Trying to
hiding.
afford life.
Yeah. As it looks at you with this mask on, and you realize the bottom jaw just kind of like drops down, and there's just like dust and like dead petrified spider bits or something in the mouth. As this beautiful golden mask looks at you, but you realize the eye holes like go all the way in further than they should. It's pretty nasty. As all of a sudden this glare from the grave comes through it, and it gives you the dreadful glare. Go ahead and give me a save versus wisdom. Totally, it's the worst thing you can do, right?
It's there.
Wisdom. Ew.
Oh, I got inspiration. But
So you burning your inspiration,
I did.
which you probably glad you did, didn't you?
I think I'm gonna regret it.
Oh, the low was a 14.
14? It looks at you and you feel necrotic energy wafting off of you, but then again, you are who you are, and that energy just wafts sort of around you, and you're not frightened by this dreadful glare that's looking at you.
Wow.
As, you know,
Tell us how you
He
really
usually hid behind a pillar.
right?
All the cool kids are doing it.
as she's gonna pull herself out of the sarcophagus, and she's basically standing right over you, and she's then gonna swing her rotted hand at you. So that's the nice thing about being standing up. She can do that nicely. So here comes the rotting fist. It's not that impressive. Well, 14 hits you. As you see her fist hit your shield, and you can just feel the metal like, ring out with some kind of, who knows what that would have done if it would have hit you.
It's not nice.
And she's just like,
The undead are known for their.
she kind of squats down so she's almost head to head level with you. You see her little Judy. The whole time this really pretty mask is looking at you.
You're so pretty.
Mummified, saggy milkshake.
That's the limit now.
How you like all these things?
So that's gonna bring us to our bugbear wizard. Which, by the way, when she crawled out of the sarcophagus, you noticed there's a few more glowy things at the bottom of the sarcophagus.
Ooh. Oh, glowy. They
Glowy.
might also be shiny. I can't see them, so.
Well, I think
I'll steal them later.
magic and glowy.
Yeah, magical glowy.
Can I make a Arcana check to see if I might smooth out what she might be, what her weaknesses might be?
Sure. I'll take an arcane or religion, whichever you want to go for. I'm pretty sure arcane is where you're going with this.
Yeah. 23.
23. You're immediately like, I know this. This is easy. Look at her. She's very desiccated, dry, and she's wrapped in her funeral garbs.
Clearly needs to be set on fire.
Clearly, there must have been some magic left in that old magic hat that has brought her back to life as a mummy. And you know that, clearly we should have lit some torches because mummies and fire don't get along.
Right?
We need to go somewhere where I can fill up on oil.
Are you saying that you took my action by chance?
Well, that's a skill check, yeah. You stop and you do this, You do the Yale Oxford chin stroke of your hair. I believe that was a dreadful glare that the mummy gave you, which is an attack that mummies are known for. And I believe it attempted to use its rotting fist on you because it has a necrotic touch that can curse targets to not be able to get hit points back and lose constitution.
Kill it with fire.
Or as he translates to, kill it with fire.
Yeah.
And I will give you that you know that it is immune to being paralyzed or poisoned.
You guys have a way to keep it
Because it's undead. And you probably don't want to hit it with anything necrotic.
Good to
That's
know.
gonna heal it.
Good to know.
Yeah, I'm gonna start edging around them as I'm announcing these, like fire.
Fire. Kill it with
Kill it
fire.
with fire. You don't want to use necrotic.
Good to know.
He's
It's
shooting
also-
out a checklist for each of the players. Like, don't do this. Don't hit it
It's
with
like,
this.
oh, yeah.
Don't hit it with that. Don't try to exhaust it.
Yeah, stop the undead. I love it.
And stop running away.
No. I'm getting cover. It's different.
Yes. Oh, no, what's it called?
Yes. Chicken shit also.
So it's a ranger's turn who is from hiding.
Yeah.
Its back is clearly to you. You would have advantage if you took a shot at it.
Would I be able to take the shot from behind this pillar without disadvantage, or would I'd have to?
You step out, shoot, and then you go back.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll step out.
And you do have advantage since you're coming from hiding.
Okay. Bonus action. I'm going to cast my Hunter's Mark upon this
Mummified hobgoblin.
Yes.
What is that?
This queen among hobgoblins.
Basically, like I'm going to deal an extra d6 damage to a target when I hit with a weapon attack. I get advantage for wisdom, perception, wisdom, survival checks to find it. I think I know where it is.
You don't think she's going to hide anytime soon.
I think I know where she is, but also and that lasts concentration for up to an hour.
Or so you cast again.
Yeah. That is a Why is math bad? 25, yeah.
25 to hit?
25 to hit.
That will hit. If it doesn't hit, you all should be very, very afraid.
12 points of, this is piercing damage.
Okay.
The other one, I haven't used the Planar Warrior yet. That's also a bonus, that's why.
Okay, so 12 points of piercing.
12 points of piercing.
As you just get this sickly 6 points of narrow sticking out of your decrepit flesh.
Yeah.
Okay?
Take cover.
Okay? So you basically are hiding out of sight, out of mind. You're not hiding, but
I can't hide.
you're concealing your personage.
Taking cover.
You don't want to be looked at.
I'm not, no direct line of sight.
Okay, so that brings us to our road.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay, so you're gonna come out from your hiding. Which direction are you coming out? South?
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna come out and shoot your bow. You do have advantage and your roguiness.
Sweet. Then I get all the extra.
You have a nice buddy adjacent to him.
Oh, advantages, and I get to roll 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because then you're like, hey, Paladin, thanks for standing out there.
Thanks for getting in the
We all appreciate this.
Thank you for
You're looking sharp, buddy.
Until I roll a natural 1.
That's what they're going. Scooby-Doo, every one of them.
21. All right, and then I do. Oh, do that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't change those.
Yeah.
Does my attack damage change?
Yes.
See, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm guessing it goes up by 1 because of my dex.
Yeah.
If your dex bonus went up?
Yes. Right?
Ooh. 6 explode, right?
19.
19.
19.
Damn, 19 piercing?
Yes.
No, it is not. Okay.
And then I'm going to take my bonus action to disengage. And I'm seeing, sorry, I can hide. Yes, I'm gonna.
You don't need to worry about disengage, you need to worry about just hiding.
That's what I meant.
Gotcha. So you immediately did jump back and roll your hide?
Yep. Roll hide.
Roll stealth?
Not rock. Roll.
You can roll whichever dice you want. Anything smaller than 20, I appreciate. 13. You believe you have disappeared behind the pillars. You're re-notching another arrow.
I don't know what sound effect that was.
That was drawing your bow back going. Yeah. Or you're pooping yourself.
That's what we're doing.
It's definitely not it.
So it's back to our wizard. Ran around the room telling everyone, kill it with fire.
Yeah.
Don't use necromancy on it.
So, at the end, how do we...
I didn't go.
Yeah.
You're the last one of the group.
Yeah,
But
he's
like we
first.
started over.
Oh, no, duh, sorry, it's Dan the Paladin. Wrong D, I have the 2 Ds next to each other.
That's okay.
Sorry, so it's the Paladin's turn.
Yeah.
He's trying to give you special things.
Yeah, wizard can set fire right over quick faster.
As long as he doesn't skip.
Wow.
I'll take the opportunity to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay, so what does the shield look like on
Rotting corpses thing.
How pleasant. Okay, so it's giving you a bonus to AC.
Yep. I will attempt to slash.
Okay.
19.
19 will hit. I'm sensing her magic items are not helping her much.
16.
16 damage. And that's from a magical sword.
It is.
So how many points is that again?
16.
16, okay. You seem to just take a chunk out of her and it just like gouges through her ribcage and arm and it's cutting like it's supposed to. She's not gonna like that. She's definitely not gonna like that. Okay, so now it's the cleric that we tried to escape.
Alright, so Sacred Flame.
Okay. So you come around the corner and you Sacred Flame. Which is going to be a wisdom save or
That
dex save?
is a dex save.
Dex save, uh-oh.
2d6 13.
Yes.
As the rotting corpse nimbly tries to... Holy shit!
Do the Matrix thing.
She rolls a 15.
Holy flippin' heck.
Yes, she's negative 1 dex.
Oh,
As she kind of like lumbers to the side, looking your direction when you come around the corner and go, Sacred Flame!
She kind of, if she had a eyelid, she'd wink at you and say, "We got a lot done."
Yeah.
so
4 decks.
good. Can I do spiritual weapon as bonus action at this point, or
If you want.
I would like to very much.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can burn your bonus.
I have not.
Okay. But you need a bonus to make an attack, right? Or does it get to attack and you cast it?
I believe it gets to attack when you cast it.
Yes, but you're a cleric, so I don't trust what you believe.
Belief is,
When you cast a spell, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon.
Okay. So here's your little spiritual weapon. Where would you like to put it? Just put it right next to the goblin. Oh!
Alright?
So you're going to flanking with the paladin?
Sure, we'll do that.
Okay.
I like that idea.
Alright, and then. I don't know, what do I have to do?
What does it say? It should be your spell attack modifier. It should be.
describe it. 1d8 plus
That's the damage on a hit. So let's see.
You got
So
a roll
then,
hit.
which I did. 11 plus if it's a spell attack, then make it a 16.
Okay. So 16 will hit. It turns around and tries to deflect your spiritual weapons. It senses the holy damage. Does it add a plus or is it just straight D8?
Plus your spell casting ability modifier. So 8 plus 3.
So 11 points.
Yes.
As you clobber it from behind.
Very upset about the way they break their shoes.
Damn. As you just smack, the back of its head goes flying. The face mask it's wearing comes falling off at the feet of the paladin, and you're just seeing nasty, mummified face, and it looks like there's crushed onyx in the temples, like some kind of like cool, sexy, implanted, cool makeup-y stuff. Looks absolutely horrible.
Probably looked really great when first applied. But you know, over time,
It gets faded.
yeah,
It's a dated look now.
it's very
And
dated.
you're good with where you are?
Make this
Yeah.
follow.
Okay.
Really good party.
So, you hollering those holy words and casting a bunch of spells. She's gonna look at you with her rotten, sunken eyes.
I'm just rubbing my eye and flipping her off.
Go ahead and while you're flipping the bird, give me a wisdom save. As those scary undead eyes are looking at you. Fingers are crossed, fingers are
But
crossed.
we really need you to not die or anything. So.
Sadly, this is her bread and butter stat, so
Am I adding
you're adding your wisdom.
saving throw? So that's even better. 14.
Yeah, like I said, it's your bread and butter stat. So immediately she looks at you with her dreadful gaze, and you just like wave it off.
I'm
You're
doing
like,
this bit,
you haven't seen the evil of my God for that to be bothering you.
right?
And then she's gonna turn around while looking at you. She glances back at the paladin and just brings that rotten fist at the paladin.
I'd be like,
Is that 16?
That's 16.
16? So she swings that rod at this ground for 21.
That ties.
So that hits you?
Yeah.
So she just hit you with a rotted fist. So go ahead and give me a Constitution save. Oh.
17.
17, that's good. That the rotting cursed touch is not affecting you. But she is going to hit you for 10 points of blunt damage. And 12 points of necrotic damage. But thankfully, you didn't get hit by the curse and lose 3d6 hit points every 24 hours. As her punch hits you, and you're just like, you don't want to get hit by this again, you sense, because you felt the necrotic energy trying to pull your soul out, and you resisted it, just barely, just barely. So you're not wanting to play with Homie no more. And
don't play that.
Homie's gonna go ahead and step down off the sarcophagus next to you, away from that holy weapon.
Which any preference?
So attack button.
Right next to nope, holy weapon don't get attack of opportunity. So right there.
Callie does.
Well, no, she's still adjacent to the paladin.
Yeah.
She's actually getting closer to him, so she can find. She senses her mate in this hobgoblin warrior statuesque is going to join her in the afterlife. Join her. As you're hearing,
You're quitting the game.
you're hearing this mumble sound that's like horrible. Even Siri thinks I'm saying something all of a sudden. So that's going to be our bugbear's turn. As you're seeing her get awful close and friendly with the paladin, who just got his knees are kind of shaking after he took that hit.
I got Spirit of the Dying.
He was like, impenetrable armor! Oh shit! She grabbed me by the throat.
That effing hurt.
He stops for a second, watching.
As excited as that regular piece of
He considers, does he consider that?
Oh, we have a Starscream moment here. Should I
Evil,
save
you know.
Megatron? Or
He
live him
presents a
down?
threat, but it's not his
I
time.
thought let him die with
And at that point, he starts imagining the ruins that he had just recently discovered and committed the memory in his book.
Oh.
He brings up these furry palms and connects his hands like this, and just leans forward, and this eruption of flame, 15-foot cone, just flies forward as he barks out the commands. It's DC 13.
Okay, damn. DC 13. You're within 15 feet.
I'm glad that she moved for me. No, I changed the channel.
Oh, what angle are you going with? Oh, so you're avoiding him?
Yeah. That's why I was.
Oh, okay.
I was asking her how many hit points her spiritual weapon had, because
Which, by the way, they don't
if
have
that were the case, then I would have just gone that way, because rather lose the spiritual weapon.
Oh no, your spiritual weapon is spiritual, so it doesn't take damage.
Okay.
But you're angling this side of the paladin, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so she did not make your save.
All right.
So
So
go ahead and give me.
the damage. So 3d6 fire.
Yep, that's sad. Her ring of fire resistance didn't help too much. Great damage.
5 points of damage.
5 points of fire damage.
That's
Which
so
for a mummy should have been 10 points, but for some reason she seems to be taking half damage to her double damage to its just straight damage.
This is fire protection.
What's that?
Ring of fire protection.
Ring of resist fire.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
That's just cheating.
We need that.
As
I
you're
think
saying,
we need to chop her
bits of
fingers
her
off.
now does your set combustible things on fire?
Yes, it does.
As all of a sudden you're kind of looking at her, you're realizing some of the things on her are burning up, and then for a second there you're like, That shit wrapped with her hair wrapped around it looks like a spell scroll. As you're seeing under her magic glowing bracer, there's some paper sticking out that's catching fire.
Oh
C'est la vie, as the goblins say.
Do me a favor, roll me a 1d6 twice.
Oh yeah.
So I know which spells burnt up and then you
3. It's
Okay.
even worse after they've been 3.
go ahead and roll it twice. 1. Okay. Good to know.
That is a V.
I don't think so. I think it's the same one.
that was the
Well, it just
Go for a different color altogether.
Okay, so you do your burning hands and a wafts of fireball, lighting up the room. You're realizing that, by the way, the helmet that's at your feet, that fell off her face, this mask is pure gold. Looks beautiful on the inside. You see like crushed onyx on the inside. Really, really pretty.
I'm not too worried about it right now.
And the colors of her skin in pure real light, especially while there's wafts and motes of flame burning up bits of her, and her hair is now burned off, and she's just like, ah! Big, nasty, long claws. You know, it's even worse in real life. Or the light of her going up in flames in front of you. It smells horrible. So you good with where you're standing?
Reality is reality. I'm just gonna stand there.
You're standing on the other side of the altar from the undead.
She moves, she casts. I could go hide behind something, but I didn't do as much damage as some of these others.
So it's our ranger's turn. We just saw this room
okay.
light up with the wave of fire that shot out.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't got no fire, but I can draw upon the energy of the multiverse to augment my attack.
Okay.
And she is still marked. So I'm gonna dramatic action roll.
Coming up with the arrow.
I'm coming out to fire my arrow.
Okay. Where are you aiming that?
Well, are we gonna? Is it gonna
kind
be?
of you can hit her chest or her head.
Okay, yeah. But is this going to be partial cover or?
It is going to be partial.
Well, if I run up that way.
If you go that way, it's not partial.
Okay, that was one thing I was curious on. So,
Yeah.
Share space.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can share space
Okay.
with both of them.
So midway through my action roll.
Okay. So when she's completely exposed.
Yeah. That's
okay. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, I was curious on that too. Okay. Midway through, take an action roll, and that's a 16.
As all of a sudden you shoot the arrow and she kind of like turns and that bracer seems to like glow and she's kind of trying to Wonder Woman your arrow and she misses by a mile.
Oh!
And your arrow shoots right into her chest.
All right.
And
this will do. Let's see. 18 points of force damage.
as your arrow flies into her and you hear some kind of ceramic porcelain cracking sound. Bless you. Sounds like that, but more dramatic. And then you hear a sound just like that as all of a sudden the ceramic in her chest shatters. And her little canopic heart that's in there breaks. And immediately she looks at you as you see dust just start pouring out of the wound. And she starts collapsing down to the ground.
Complete my little action roll. And
as you see the last bits of the flammable parts go finishing up in flames, as she just crumples right in front of the paladin. See, exactly. The weird, spooky air wind sound is gone. The exact moment when she hits the ground. It's almost like the curse has been lifted.
Who opened the sarcophagus?
I use my action to hide.
Well, they don't know that you clicked the button, so
No. I declared I found a button and pushed it.
What is this button?
Look, a button. Click.
And you just see like the last of
That was one of the reasons why I wanted
that's
it.
sticking out of her bracer just finished burning, and the magic hobgoblin words
That's a class.
almost committed to memory, walked away, flame.
So you could be an elf warrior.
I'm reveling in the moment of the spell that I just figured out and learned.
So say like if he's a half-breed,
That's a huge thing right there.
It's that selfish
like halfling, it would have replaced your elf unless you had something else.
illusions of grandeur.
You want to be a warrior.
Yeah.
So if you tie with the
Do
monster,
the body.
So you're going up to the body. Like I said, there's rings of different color, stone and metal on her fingers.
those are added on bonuses you could do.
You look inside the sarcophagus and poke around.
Yeah.
Give
You
me
might
a
want to
quick
check that before
perception
you
roll.
roll.
Careful, have the loaded die.
It's completely trap free. She said so.
Do you still have it?
Here it
So like,
Trust me.
And that's a good place to wrap it up there. Thank you for listening to the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And feel free to enjoy our other shows, such as D&D Journey of the 5th Edition and Scion Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion hero to Ragnarok story. Thank you for listening.
Hello, this is Eric.
And Wendy Strog with Stone Valley Hobby and Games.
We sell board games, card games, role-playing games, and supplies. We have thousands of Magic the Gathering cards available, carry Kickstarter products, and work with veteran-owned small businesses to bring you our own line of products.
We are a small business retailer, but we offer competitive prices, a loyalty system, and free shipping on orders over $100.
As a military veteran myself, I'm a strong supporter of our armed forces, their families, and contractors out there doing the hard job. So any order from an AA, AE, or AP address will be shipped absolutely free.
Remember, StoneValleyGames.com, where we take your leisure seriously.
So I want to show you guys my brand new dice.
Are those birthday dice?
These are birthday dice from my daughter's best friend.
Aww.
That's awesome. Aren't they pretty?
They are. You want to see my birthday dice?
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Oh, great mind.
Yeah.
Different colors.
Yep.
I approve the different colors, but listen to that. Kill somebody with that.
Right?
Jeez. That's really good.
I really want to go. Educated a little bit. I have multiple odd stats, so I decided to bump two of them to even for my.
Oh, for the leveling up?
Yeah. I still have an odd strength, and squat nimbleness as +1 to strength is one of the possible portions of that.
I raised my wisdom.
You raised the wisdom, so you're extra wise.
Well,
Yeah.
and then I put a point in intelligence, so I'm not at a 0 now.
Hey, if you can get rid of your goat stat, that's a good thing.
Not just
I like my 8
dexterity.
charisma. My 8 charisma works.
Well, my dexterity is an 8.
Alright, so ability score improvement. So that's the 2 abilities.
Do 1 to 2 abilities.
These so.
Okay.
Or there's always the feats.
Or there's feats. So such as like I showed her squat nimbleness.
Did you guys check out Like a Boss? It's the Goblin feat that allows you to show a friend in the way of an attack coming at you to impose disadvantage upon the attacker.
They're gonna shove a blowgun in front of you.
I'm just gonna be like,
Wow.
In that case, it's where she steps behind the furry leg.
Just like with the Hobgoblin, it's the really cool option that lets you give someone else your saved face.
I really want to paint this room.
Which didn't our Paladin go for that feat? We were talking about that
Yes.
the other game.
He's looking it up right now.
Or, better, make it different rooms. Like, this could be like the dungeon-looking room, and then that could be like the space-looking room. I don't know what else it would be. Maybe a forest room.
Well, eventually there's supposed to be conveniently located trash cans.
Where's it?
It's not in any of those books. It's in a PDF for the. Just type in 5th edition expanded racial feats.
Let me see Racker real quick.
Please. Just don't jack up the scanning thing because he still has to scan it. You want to show him how unhealthy it is? He was doing inventory, so he's like, just take the food back there and come back and scan it.
I already paid for mine, so I'm good.
I got these
It's unfortunate they're horrible.
After like
When
they had
it's unfortunate they're kind of horrible because they're kind of amazing.
Rincon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like they had all that when they had all this stuff. I was like, I saw that sitting on the table. Like, I'm gonna have to get. I don't know what I'm gonna use this for. Now I'm putting because it makes
figure
card
having a
size
higher
versions of all my druids.
spell DC
shapes.
and all that other stuff
And
would
so I'm
be
gonna
beneficial,
throw that
you know?
in my spells.
Just to get a little higher, because that makes you better than what you are.
Correct.
Just give it a magic item that has like 8 spells on there.
You can do all that.
The druid staff of I forget what the druid staff of druidness. I forget what exactly it's called.
The druid staff tree hugging, of course.
The one that I've given it to a level 4 now level 5 character that's got a +2 to it already.
So the even is when it bumps up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of a little OP at our current level, and
You think that's OP? Talk about a magic healing staff. How OP is your healing staff? How many charges of healing 1d6 plus something is got?
Oh, that would be beautiful.
It's a nightmare.
like
The battle cleric is now walking around with his Sahogan shark bone staff of healing.
the 2 big spells that it has.
I don't remember stealing.
Yeah, for 5. I mean, holds 10 charges and
It's
costs
kind
5
of-
and 6
it's
charges.
kind of
Like someone said,
forces.
like it
Wow.
recharges a minimum of 5
Okay,
charges
we're
a
not
day.
talking.
So as I said, I can
It's
spend
more
a
than-
month
well, at least not
of
like-
downtime awakening a forest army.
For having proficiency that says
Also,
gain proficiency in
and I like
acrobatics
it.
or athletics.
Also, no charge.
But if it's colored in, does that
no
mean it's already
limits
got the
to
proficiency?
casting.
Or is that just my class skill?
Pass without trace.
If it's colored in, you already have that skill.
Yeah.
So you can't get it more.
So yeah, we kind of decided
But
like
it's
okay, yeah, level
for
4 was kind of
proficiency
a little early to be
That's
giving me
what that-
this kind of item.
Right.
So
Okay.
like
It's not
throttling,
totally
we're
anyway.
throttling how often we do this sort of stuff.
Wow. What level is he?
and
He
it's
just got
colored
he
out
got
too.
it at level 4.
Okay,
He's just
gotcha.
level 5 because the
So I
GM
can't
was
even
like
use
he's like,
that.
all right, let's okay, this is a good druid.
It offers
And like yeah, like no,
You're
it's also +2 staff. So
So yeah, you should be like level 8 to 10 when you find this.
yeah. No, so we kind of agreed
It has
that
to
like
say it in the rules.
we
I
had
know
someone
athletic offers that.
we had someone
That means
our warlock
it's
decided to
15?
pull an entire room of 7 ghouls.
That's
So we decided, okay, this will be the
Yeah.
one time I get to use the Wall of Thorns right now, and then it was like, okay, yeah, the druid, Odie, the deals druid that we got this from. Yeah, he still had it a little more powerfully attuned, and that's a bit much to be using right now.
Like a boss.
I can't use it because I already have proficiency bonus for
In both books.
both of them.
Yeah, okay.
So
It's not as
even-
useful. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a boss is +1 to your dexterity, and when a creature you can see targets you with an attack, and another creature is within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. Once you use the spell, you can't do it again until you finish a short or long rest.
So you just need to have someone adjacent to you.
It doesn't have to be an ally either.
And you get to conquer your dex.
And you get +1 to dex, which is a win-win.
Is it Xanathar's?
No, there's an expanded PDF.
Yeah, it's in the Unearthed Arcana.
Oh, it's
It's
an
been-
unepic. They've released some new features.
Yeah, it came out right when Xanathar's Guide did, but it didn't make it into Xanathar's Guide.
I need to go in a few ways. I used to download them, but I was fine.
Back when they were coming out pretty regularly. Then they got really slowed down for a while.
So they were working on publishing them.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys watch that Black Sun?
Hmm?
Black Sun?
Oh, I'm in the middle of it.
Wow.
It's
I just got to the sudden stop during the car chase.
oh, that was sad.
That was really sad.
I mean, there are some moments. It's mildly entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not Walking Dead, but it's not.
Yeah, it's more World War Z style.
Yeah. It's almost like an after
I
action.
bit the inside of my cheek.
Ow.
Yeah.
From experience, I'm going to say don't do that, it hurts.
Thank you.
I'm
Isn't
coming
he
off. I'm coming off like I bit part of my lip, but it's still.
Yeah, the sad part is for whatever reason, you then gravitate to keep doing
It's
it.
always the same. Yeah, you never.
Oh, man.
Well, yeah, with keto, I've been trying to eat these pork rinds, and my mouth is all.
It gets raw, like the palate, the top of your mouth.
God.
It's super raw.
Maybe that's why the top of my
I'm
mouth
always
got...
craving crunchy snacks, and it's been incredibly hard to find non-chicharrones crunchy snacks. Like,
Make your own?
I don't necessarily mind the taste. It's just the scratchiness that happens when you.
yeah, I just want a variety, and there's like nothing. Everything that's crunchy has too many carbs in it.
I know.
It's the worst.
I'm about ready to just go back to calories.
It was easier.
You have more options.
Yeah. Eating
And
is cheaper.
it's proven to work.
It's definitely cheaper.
You just have to stay on top of it.
Financially, it's cheaper. God, keto is freaking expensive.
It's because everything cheap in the world is carbs. Potatoes, bread.
It's all processed.
Well,
Pasta.
potatoes aren't. But,
Yeah.
but man, the Irish lived off of it for how long? And they did fine?
Potatoes, carbs.
Yeah, he loves potatoes.
That's because they're delicious. I made a corned beef brisket yesterday, and I'm gonna make some corned beef hash tomorrow.
Ooh.
I met this Irish guy. He
Lloyd?
in Aptat. He's publishing that Iscloff study. But anyway, when he came to Akon last year in Tacoma, he was talking about the Americans eat like shite. He's like, you have a bottomless drink every time you go somewhere. You know, your
They
food
charge us
is
$1 bazillion. Of course, we want it with
your
bottomless.
plate is just big all the time in everything.
I only ever use my little plates at home.
Yeah.
Your actual single serving plates.
We have like these paper plates that we use. My sister refuses to do dishes for most nights. So she's like, I'm buying paper plates.
Okay.
Well, the reality of it too was, that was when you look at Americans historically. After we started prospering, we were bigger than the rest of the world too.
Yeah.
We grew them larger, because.
Not this way, but this way.
Yeah.
Well, and then the
Viking
last
esque
20 years.
approach. The Viking-esque approach that you have good diet and good food.
Yeah. And as long as you exercise, then you. But.
Your kids aren't starving of some horrible thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So I didn't get a chance to tell you. I got a referral for.
So you all know that?
What?
That's a great question.
That was.
I was pretty sure. I thought everybody already loved that.
My referral.
Oh wait,
I know I showed you the book, but apparently you didn't level up.
Not to fourth, no.
Oh, she is.
To
No,
four.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
how would I? I
the-
didn't have access to a book or internet.
Oh, and it's another thing.
That's just
One, I think was a
Right.
She's like.
double check.
Well,
Yes.
she wants to make sure
Sure.
she's fearful of the fact that
I
my
got all. I think I did all the numbers except for my AC decimal.
If it changes.
You don't need-
Because usually.
My dex went up.
Oh, yes, it's just mine.
You drink a lot.
You got that.
I don't drink a lot.
Did I?
You did?
I didn't get it. My sister got it.
Oh.
It just didn't work for her, so she gave it to me.
Because, yeah.
Yeah.
You got it. Target.
Oh, okay. I like you probably better.
Sorry.
No, you were getting up.
Trip again.
What do you think? Acquisitions Incorporated? Do you think it's going to be a
What?
book? Yeah. I don't know.
It's a case of like honestly, it's like that's right. They have the C team. I haven't been listening to any of that, so
Yeah.
I like the seats.
No. It's
just
not.
time.
It's not out of this like or dislike. It's merely out of
Time.
Oh,
Time.
yeah, time.
Commitment, yeah. It's
Yeah, I
like
haven't
they
listened to them
their-
recently. I
their
keep
con
re-listening
shows
to
that come out,
Critical
like,
Role.
what, twice a year?
Yeah,
right,
they
yeah.
do packs and stuff.
Yeah, you notice how I said re-listening?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got you on that one. Because PAX is nice, because you get the amuse bouche of a gaming group of here's the big important thing.
Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry. I was going
Yeah,
crazy.
really the only thing that builds up this level is your stats, which is your skills also, and your saving throws. If you level your, or bumped your stats up. And then your hit points, because you're moving level. And then if you have any class abilities that grow in level.
Not go fit.
A couple of our guys, I think, have
Alright.
and other big.
Remind me how to figure out my armor costs.
It's, so you're using leather, right?
Yes.
So it's 11 plus dex bonus, and you get the full dex bonus. So
just went up.
We kind of figured we're both kind of similarly statted in some of those sort of spots. Yeah, like we're both 18 dexterity leather, so yeah, we're both 15.
Sure.
Nice.
Not like
When it's down, she offers you
Are
cash.
you
You
handing
always
out
take
money?
it.
yeah.
More importantly, tell her she's got to put it in your card.
I did my chores.
No,
That's the problem. I didn't do any chores.
Oh, you get the kids out of them. And the dog.
I'm the dog.
Yeah, the sleeves and covers. And then this is for my druid.
You're gonna have to.
I mean, like I made little mini creature cards for like just about any relatively useful creature that he can turn into, even whenever like probably not going to be all these. So I have to do it.
I've got a book at home that I can slide cards into.
Yeah. Well, I have a in my dice book. I had little spots like that I can fit like a deck of playing cards, and because like these were index card cut in half. I was like, oh hey, let me actually use these things. I got them almost a year ago because I thought they looked cool, but I had no use for them.
That is cool looking, actually.
Especially for a druid.
Right.
I think
It's totally appropriate.
I kind of like him.
Yeah.
He's kind of awesome.
I love my tiny dinosaurs. I make earrings out of them for my sister. She has a pair that I made to look like nice, fancy earrings, but they just happen to also have a dinosaur.
Wow.
Those are sometimes the best when it's like subtle.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, and they're two different dinosaurs, but they're both orange. So, like, every once in a while, you'll see someone like squint at her ears.
Like,
Oh, don't you be bowling that bad tonight.
Ooh.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
Take it out of the box and roll spiky.
That's not bad. Kept rolling ones. I'm like, bad dice.
It's setting the precedent today.
It needs to go to jail is what it needs. I keep telling Dave I need a dice jail. My little...
I saw a Kickstarter for like those little hexagon
Yes.
puzzles, but like by the time I looked, it's like oh no, they're on like whatever wave they're on is going to be. You're going to be June of 2020 is when you
Wormwood is doing that.
Yeah, so it's like
Which are lovely. I mean,
they're
pricey
they look
as
good.
anything.
They look good, look interesting, but yeah.
So what you're saying is that I need to figure out a way to make and sell.
Yes, which is saying that
Well, we want a 3D printer, and once we get one, then we can start.
Then you can make all the things.
Mm-hmm.
the dice cages for everything.
Yeah.
I need to figure out a way to make money without having a real job. Because I'm not cut out for a real job. Yeah, I'll get right on that. Yeah.
Well, my
Contract.
How are your monkeys?
My problem is
Give me all your money or I'll kick your shins.